What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of the Haikyu Hype manga chapter 365. Now, the chapter's been out for some time today. Shout out to the Visit course providing chapters week in and week out, because performing God's work as they should be. And we have an early release, not just this week, but apparently next week as well. So, good stuff is coming along our way, but I need some good thoughts, good vibes my way, man. Because I need to know what's going to go down with Hinata, man. Because look, I saw everyone's comments in the comments below last week and stuff, and I get it, exhaustion and everything too, but you have to look at it from the point of view of someone who's, participated in sports, who's been through what Hinata's been through, and the sport itself as well. Because volleyball, it's like you get switched out, you get put back in afterwards, save for the fact that Kinoshita during Inarizaki, because I'm sure sub comes in, they go in, and they come out afterwards, and they don't come back. But say, for example, in a sport like soccer, like once you get subbed out of the game, man, you're done. And for somebody who has said he wants to stay on the court for as long as he possibly can, because again, the competition with Kageyama and stuff, it's like he comes out, man, he feels like he's going to lose. So that, and then of course, I don't want him to have any cramps, no muscle tears, nothing, because it'll kill me inside if the reason that he's not going to continue the rest of this match is because, he's picked up an injury or something, man. But the only way I'm going to find out whether or not I'm going to be in fear for the long term and stuff is by reading the chapters. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what Furudate-sensei has to offer. Either I'm smiling or I'm going to be depressed as hell. So let's get into it, man. Chapter 365 of Haikyu. Alright, and we're starting off on a really bad note. My boy still dropped to the ground on like knees. She kind of has his arm up and everything, trying to hold his balance so he doesn't fall completely on the ground. You see Bokuto and everyone watching on, the twins, Kita, Kema, and Kuro, all looking on. Oh. It's just a slip up, man. My boy's good. He's like, huh? Weird. Sensei. Oh, what's this? What's this? Some sort of accident? You seeing everyone else looking like Aone and them, Tendo. You see the guys from Awajosa as well. I think he probably has a fever. Hinata's looking confused too, and everyone's just looking at him, Kageyama. It doesn't seem like anyone is injured, but Karasuno calls a timeout nonetheless. You see Hyakuzawa over there looking on, Karai and everything. I was thinking you put a lot of work in today, but it's you, so I didn't really worry about it. But earlier, the ball. The one player that would probably not take note of Hinata as much because he annoys them is the person that realizes something's wrong with them. Something was off and your hands felt way too hot. So he has a fever. But I mean, they can't rule him out completely from the game though. Surely not. It's like, huh? What are you talking about? Totally normal. You see Kyoka-chan coming in. And Takeda-sensei coming over afterwards. He has a look of worry on him, man. No, you haven't been yourself since last night. After day one, you could barely get out of the tub. But it's been like you've been constantly wired since yesterday morning. Are you telling me it's been since the Inarizaki matchup? Remember at 291, the whole thing where he was holding his hands and stuff, and then Suki was making the comment that, he elevated his game to another level and stuff, just coming off that one. But was he sick since then? Even after the Nekama game, you didn't dive on your lunch and conk out like everyone, like you usually do. You've been buzzing around like you're on an adrenaline high for almost 2 days. It's no surprise that you'd run yourself into the ground eventually. The excitement of our first nationals tournament, our first time playing in the Tokyo Gymnasium, going above and beyond to beat Inarizaki yesterday, then a grueling battle against Nekama this morning, and all that followed by this game mere hours later. Damn it, I'm just too used to seeing Hinata's ridiculous stamina levels. Heck, it could be a total miracle that we even made it as far as the quarterfinals in the first place. Taking his temperature, 39.1 Celsius wasn't fair. It's 102. That's not good. I know anything above 100 is not good. I don't know how high a fever that is, but I know anything over 100 is not a good mark. Damn it, why didn't I notice sooner? At the time, I thought he was just more absorbed in the game than usual. How long has he been playing with a fever? But coach, it's not like I'm hurt or anything. I can still move. See? Sit. I can still fly. Oh, and everyone's heads are down too because they already know the coach is not. So no. Oh, no. The greatest decoy versus the little giant. You can't take that away. You can't take that away, man. I'm not hurt, coach. It's not an injury. Why didn't I pay closer attention? Why? Takeda-sensei, man. Just if he's looking down too, man, he knows he's not gonna let him play. This is the same as what happens to Sawamura-kun in the prelims. Hinata-kun, go to the medical station. We have them confirm that you're all right. Go on, hurry. You, my boy, come on. Tell him, yo. Tell him I'm good. Unleash the King Saki, my boy. And Takeda-sensei's a little shook. He's like, yo, God be with me, man. Please don't take my boy out the game permanently. Even if it's like for a couple of minutes or so. Just get his, just to get him checked out. For the love of God, please don't take him out of the game completely, man. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it to you anyway. Right now, I cannot in good conscience allow you back onto the court. Oh no, come on, please. Talk it up, man, please. Next page, please, man. Hinata-kun, given how much you couldn't play during middle school more than anyone else, you love and appreciate the simple joy of playing in a game. And when you can't, I know it must frustrate you more than anything. That's why, and this is the important part, Hinata-kun. I want you to engrave this feeling on your heart. Remember this feeling and tell yourself that you will never allow yourself to this happen again. Make sure it never does. Look at his face. He's getting already agitated now. Yes, in the future there will be accidents you can't prevent. The unforeseen will happen, and when it does, engrave that feeling into your heart and carefully, deeply. You once said that someday you will win a gold medal. Multiple gold medals, do you remember? Yeah, bro. Nah, he has to go through, man. He has to play. I'm sorry, man. Look, my boy could be told you're gonna die tomorrow if you play in this game. He has to play in the game. That's the nature of his character. My boy does not quit. He doesn't run from no fight. Well, now you know that there are walls that you can't get over with grit and gumption alone. When you hit those walls, what you need most are knowledge, a level head, and most of all, thoughtfulness. Hinata-kun, right now, this very moment, this is still volleyball. Why are you doing this to me, man? What did I do? What in the hell did I do to deserve this? Concentrate on what you need to do to win. Saying all these things to my guy. I'm shedding tears, man. Don't do this to me today, man. Already a crazy day today. Don't do this to me today, man. Please, for the love of God. No, your body is not finished growing yet. I'm sure you will get taller with time, but volleyball is a sport that takes place across a very high, very imposing net. Never mind players who are 5'5" out on that court. 6'3" is still considered short. You are and always will be small. You won't be given the same chances other players are. It's unfortunate that it's a truth. It's unfortunate, but it's a truth you must accept. But that doesn't mean you have to give up. Make certain you grab each and every one you do get. Don't let a single one slip away. Look at him, man. He's not. He can't accept it, man. He's just getting even more frustrated with himself at the fact that he's being even told that he's gonna be taken out of the game just because he's getting sick. I know it's reminiscent to what happened with Daichi, with Suki in the finger and everything too, but it's like, come on, man. You of all people always must be prepared at a moment's notice. Be the one that's always at the very front of the line when the opportunity comes knocking. His head down and everything now. It shows that Narita is coming in, and now goes Hinata, man. Middle blocker for middle blocker. It's like a mixture of like tears and sweat just coming down Hinata. I hope he's not out of the game for that thing. If he's out of the game, Commodore and I are going to win the match, no problem. Because not a knock on Narita, okay? How in God's name are you going to be able to beat this team now without their secret weapon being the greatest decoy? Like, I'm sorry. I hate this mangaka right now, man. You have nothing to be sorry about, man. That's life, right? It's life. It happens. You get sick. You can't do anything about it, man. Look, blow your nose, take a quick nap, eat something. You see his guys over there coming towards him, but man, look at him saying, "I'm really sorry." You see Tanaka looking on, bro, messing around so much. You gave yourself a fever. What are you, a toddler? How's that any surprise, Tanaka-san? Hinata has always had the brain of a toddler. You gotta put some respect on him before I slap you up. Give him one good night's sleep, and I'm sure that mini stamina freak will be as irritating as ever. I mean, he's spinning facts, even though in the second half. First half, you have been there in the first half, but not this time around. No guarantees, everything. Don't you worry, Shoyo. Leave it to me and Kazuhito. No guarantees, everything's going to go just fine. But I can say I'm way less nervous than I was back in the prelims, at least. Iziki Nishita. I'll leave it to... He's like, I don't have the first clue of what he's trying to say. We'll miss you out there. There's no way we wouldn't. Oh, Captain. Hinata, this team needs you. So please, go eat and get some sleep. Thank God the next chapter is coming at least in a week, because there's no way in hell I'm not putting hands up for the Furudate, man, for making me feel like this right now. It looks like somebody gets to have tonight's ginger pork early. Do greasy, start with rice porridge first. And make sure you bundle up and stay nice and warm, okay? Sure thing, Grandma. You're sick of that. So you're going to stand on the court longer than anyone else. Oh, man. You're really trying to get my... Oh, Does man really have that panel from chapter 1? Are you serious? Huh. I win again. You see your boy? He says wipe the tears away. He ain't gonna cry no more right in front of Kageyama, man. I'm gonna get back on the damn court, and believe me, he's gonna stay there even longer than you. Dude, I love these two are my mans, but it's like I rock with Hinata so much. I don't want to see the young boy prevail, but it's like, dude. What the heck? What's going on? Oh, it's Kemma walking off, man. He already knows it's a wrap for he. Either it's a wrap or he's gonna go see him. Go see him. Go see him. Don't tell me you dip in. Go see him. Yeah, Kashi, I don't think that's because Hinata's underestimated January's cold. I don't believe so either. Hey, Shoyo Hinata. Don't take forever. I'll be waiting for you. Don't take him out of the game. For the love of God, please. If my legs weren't hurting today, I'd be on my knees right now begging. Furudate-sensei, please, for Lord God, don't take him out this game. Give him at least a chance to go out with a fighting chance. To give him some kind of motivation going into year 2. Please don't let him go like this. You understand the mental aspect that you're crushing inside of him? Poor kid's going to be depressed if he ends up leaving the court, comes back, and the score shows a Commodore won without Hinata coming back in. And don't do that to him, please. See Karai looking on, Kageyama looking on too, like, you better get your ass back here soon. And my boy bows right afterwards. Look at him, man. And you can even see the eyes because you know himself, man, he's disappointed. That's no simple jam finger he's going in for. There's no way he makes it back onto this court. Duh, I wasn't talking about this game. Yeah, he's not coming back. Oh, no. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. You see the twins and the Kita looking on. Those foxes, the kitty cats, and then those seagulls. It took all 3 of us to finally bring that monster down. See the girls are playing. He's watching on everyone else. I guess everyone else's game. But help. I'm livid, man. How in God's name are you gonna do that to me, man? Call and give it the chapter that name. That's insane. No, don't mess my mental aspect. Don't hurt my heart. Already more than enough than you did right now in this chapter. You go and name the chapter Endings and Beginnings Part 2? Believe me, I'm not mad at Furudate whatsoever right now because obviously, like, there's no way look, Hinata's not getting taken out of this game completely. I'm refusing to believe it. If this is going to be a red herring, he's going to come back right in when the score looks like it's about to go to the very wire. He's going to motivate himself to, at the very least, get back in there. And then, even if they lose, at least he goes back in there and give him a fighting chance. There's no way I'm accepting right now that Hinata's done for this game. The kid is going to have depression on his mind if you take him out this game, and he has to live with the thought that he couldn't get those guys in the 3rd years to get to the center courts. At the very least, do that. And then you name the title of the chapter Ending and Beginnings Part 2. Closing the doors on my guy as he leaves. Thank God we're getting a next chapter next Friday. If I have to wait till Sunday... But then I realized, too, there's a possibility of us getting a magazine break after the week. So once it goes back to normal schedule. Oh. So next week's chapter is either going to be the one that's going to either break me even more than I am or repair what I have that's left. I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, we saw what happened with Daichi, right? The injury was head and everything, came back into the game. Suki had the whole thing with the finger, came back into the game. It's a fever. Like, he's going to try and flush out as much as he can of whatever is, like, bothering him right now, the sickness, but there's no way, man. He has to play. For his character, there's no way, man, you can keep him off the courts. This is the thing I was saying about last week, man. If you take this kid out the game, illness or not, there have been players who played with sickness before. Michael Jordan had a damn flu game and dropped points. And my boy carried the damn wheel with the Jordan logo last week. You're telling me, wait, he can't do that now? Like, no. Red herring. Red herring. I'm not going to believe it until I see the score itself shows that the game is done and Hinata's back on the court. Then I'll truly come to accept it. But until then, I am not believing it 1 second. No way. Kenma's getting off right now to walk. I'm praying to God to go see him at the medical station and talk some sense into him and just say, yo, get it together, get back on the damn court. I don't know what to rate the chapter either. Broken Heart out of 10 is the only thing I can think of. And that could change again afterwards depending on what next week's chapter says. But I need to process this, man, because I already knew going into this chapter I was either going to be happy that it's just a minor scare, and now you're giving me a real scare. And then you hit me with the flip, with the chapter title name, man. Endings and Beginnings. And I always still envision to this day what the final chapter of the series will be is beginnings and endings. Because if you hit me with that to signal the end of year 1, I need to clear my mind. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost close on 4K. Comment your thoughts. Is Hinata done? Or is this a red herring? I need to know. I need some positivity right now, man. Is he done for the game? Or next week is going to be something that's going to hopefully tell us that he'll have a chance to at least come back into the final stages of the game. Even if they lose. At the very least, go in there and at least give a fighting chance and know that you didn't quit. I know it's a sickness. You can't say he quit. But in his mind, he's going to feel like he ran away because he got sick. In his mind, that's how an athlete's always going to think of it. I've been in those shoes before, man. I know what he's going through right now. And I hate the feeling of having to run away because of circumstances that are outside your boundaries that you have no control over. Yeah, I'm gonna try to relax. My head turns. So Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going